my journey getting to Lincoln University. So 2012, actually, I'll say 2012, I got a call from one of my coaches, coaching me in high school. He asked me, what's going on, man? Why you not running? And I told him, hey man, I'm living on my own. I gotta, make a living. I was about 17 or 18 at the time. And I told him, maybe that's for somebody else. And I think about 2 days after he passed away, at his funeral, I made a promise to myself, to him, to his family, that I was gonna get myself back in school. And I was gonna pursue track. I did it because he had such strong belief in me that I can do something that I couldn't see that I could do. I took that oath, got myself into college, junior college, picked up over 24 credit hours. I also worked. So between getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, training, going to class, all my classes, go to work from 2 to about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, I practically get about maybe 4 hours of sleep on a daily basis. And I guess my first meet went great. I think I jumped like 24 something in the long jump, and I was happy, man. I was like, yeah, this is it. Time to shine, And decided to quit my job because I knew all I needed was a couple more meets, and I'll be able to get myself a scholarship, and I'll be good. Same week leading into training, pulled my hamstring. Damn near ripped it off the bone. And I was devastated, man. I looked at my class schedule. I have all these classes. I have no interest in education. I have no interest in school. My only thing was running. That was it. And I had two options. I could stop what I'm doing and say, you know what, forget it, or pick up the phone. Picked up the phone, started calling coaches. I've sent over 200 emails to coaches explaining my situation. That's how I ended up at Lincoln University. I didn't have a car, bought a car that week, packed my stuff. The car wasn't registered. I had no insurance, and I drove over 26 hours and pull up in that parking lot down there in the gym. And the coach couldn't believe that I was here because he thought I was just joking. And the truth was I had no more options. If I had stayed another month in California, I would have been back on the street homeless. I had two options. Pack your things, start over. Take a leap of faith. And that's what brought me here, a leap of faith. My first year was rough. I was on a partial scholarship, didn't have enough money to pay for rent, for anything. I was barely getting by. And ironically, the person that's sitting next to me here was a person that donated a bed for me to sleep on. I was sleeping on the floor. And so life is fun, And now we're sitting here giving advice to you guys to stick through all the obstacles that life can throw your way. Because at that point in time in my life, I was ready to give up. I told Coach, I'm done. I went to New York. I went to New York for a job as a construction worker. That fell through, didn't work. I had a friend that was a broker in Brooklyn, and picked up an internship with the firm and working with them and learning how real estate work. And I was like, this is it. This is what I'm gonna be doing, Around that same time, I got a call back from Coach saying there's a RA job opportunity open up, and I can live on campus. I don't have to worry about food. I don't have to worry about rent. I was like, all right, cool. I'll come back. So I came back, and my senior year, I had my eyes on the prize. I wasn't on a scholarship, so I was working full time. And while I was in college, I saved up every dollar, every dime. I worked, and got myself my first property. I guess, next month after graduation, I bought my first fourplex, which ironically, Perry is my tenant. Yeah, so, you know, I skipped a lot of steps, but I just want to show you that, you know, sometimes you're going to find yourself in a position where you want to give up. You know, you want to just say, you know what, forget it. Enough is enough. You know, every last one of you guys have a story to tell. And some of you guys are going through stuff right now that you feel like, you know what, what's the point? You know? But there's greatness when you follow through with your vision and your goals. And no matter what happens, or whatever you're going through, right? If you just continue to push forward, you find yourself on the other side looking back like, thank God I didn't give up, you know? And that's my main message for tonight. I know you guys want to ask me questions about like real estate and all that stuff. And another thing too is about mindset, you know? Having the proper mindset to propel you into the future that you want for yourself. Currently, right now, some of you guys might have some kind of vision or goal for yourself. And sometimes you don't know exactly how those things are going to connect and how you're going to get to those destinations. But sometimes you don't have to know. Sometimes all you have to do is believe that you're going to get to that destination. And your only option is no option. The option is not to give up. As long as you keep pushing forward, you'll get to that destination that you're looking for. And that's pretty much my story.
A lot of people don't understand that. Like, what are some things that made you not want to give up and just keep pushing?
Growing up, you know, I felt like there was not enough people that's encouraging, that's supportive, that will help push you forward. They'll quickly shut you down and tell you, nah, that's not true, or this not true. So it's okay if somebody want to give up on me, but I refuse to give up on myself.
Absolutely.
You know, you cannot put yourself in a position where you believe what people are saying about you to help you dig that grave for yourself, you know, and bury all your dreams and goals. You understand what I'm saying? You have to have that foresight and stick with your gut feeling like, hey, you know what? I don't care what no one's saying about, you know, my pursuit. I'm gonna do this. Let me see what happens. If I fail, so be it. You know? So, and another thing too, you know, I've been on my own from I'm 17. Every decision I've made, it was do or die. You know? I didn't have mom and dad to fall back on. So every time I make a leap, I had to make sure that my foot is solid on the ground. You know? So that was like always a motivation for me, because unlike some people who, you know, you have all this time in your hand to mess up, and I didn't have that luxury. It was get it right or it's over, you know? So definitely have that fire when it comes to your purpose. You have to have that purpose in yourself. You gotta want better for yourself. And you gotta connect that, like, listen, man, I have no other option but to succeed at what I want to do. Good question. All right, so everyone is predicting there's gonna be another crash sometime soon. To me, that doesn't, I don't really care. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But if it does happen, I will have a field day, right? Because you're looking at these areas where you have multi-million-dollar property. That's gonna be half the price, right? That's an investor's dream. You understand? So what you have to understand is the people that suffer when a market crash are the people with the single family homes, right? Because if you go ahead and say, you know, you want to look nice, you want to floss, you want to do all this stuff, you're going to buy yourself a big house, cost you $500,000, right? One day you wake up and that house is now worth $200,000. Would you feel comfortable paying that mortgage for a house that's no longer worth $500,000 and now it's worth $200,000?
No, because of interest rates will be locked in. That's $500,000.
But the value of the property is no longer $500,000. It's now $200,000, right? You're not going to feel comfortable knowing that you have nothing in that property, right? That value is gone. You're paying mortgage, tax, insurance on something that you thought was worth 5, maybe 6. Now it's worth 2. Would you feel comfortable holding on to that property?
No.
Okay. As an investor, I purchase multi units, right? When you no longer want to pay for your mortgage and your house will get foreclosed or whatever, right? I kick back and you come and call me and say, hey Stallone, I'm looking for a place to rent. Sure. Fill out your application. There you go. All right? Because guess what? Regardless of what happens, as long as there's people, there's always going to be a demand for a house. You understand? So regardless of what happens in the market, a smart investor is not, that doesn't do anything to an investor, right? Unless they're not investing wisely, understand? Yeah, if I own an apartment building or a complex and the value drops, plumage, right? That doesn't hurt me because my numbers come from you renting from me. My income's still coming in, right? And if you lose your job, somebody else can replace that job and be able to pay me my rent. So I just wait till the market to go back up again. Doesn't bother me anything. You know, you still gonna need somewhere to live, right? All right. Any other questions?
I'm trying to create wealth for myself. That's why I'm glad I got into entrepreneurship about 4 years. Do you have any other businesses that you partake in besides real estate, or does real estate paint the picture for you?
Well, what are we in right now?
In school.
We're in school, right? This school is a real estate, right? It's an income producing property. You come to school, you pay for your classes, you pay for this. You pay for the lights, everything you pay for. And somebody collect a paycheck from you coming to this institution. Right? Somebody collect a paycheck from you coming to this institution. So the industry that I'm in, I'm able to create a space in where I can be practically anything I want to be. I can own a restaurant. I don't have to run the restaurant. You understand? I can have partnerships within that restaurant. You know, I can have a staff come in and do all the work, and I collect the cash, you know, the residual income from that property. All right? So when you're an entrepreneur, you have to understand that you have a broad field of expertise that you have to, you know, gain. You know what I'm saying? And any business that you want to partake in, you have to become a student in that field, right? And if you don't have the time or the energy, you have to find the right people that will help you connect that bridge.